किं कर्मणि घोरे माम् नियोज्ययसि केशव। अर्जुन उवाच ध्यायसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते तथा बुद्धिर्जनार्दन किं कर्मणि घोरे माम् नियोजयसि केशव। Children? Arjuna Vacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhir Janardana Takim Karmani Ghore Mam
Jayati Kesava.
Jayati Kesava. Vacha
Jayasi chet karmanaste
Jayasi Chet Karmanaste
mata buddhi janardana
Buddhir Janardana
kim karmani ghore mam
Takim Karmani Ghore
keshavam.
Kesava.
Arjuna Vacha Karmaste
Jayasi Karmanaste
Janardana
Buddhir Janardana
Ghore Mam
Takim Karmani Ghore Mam
Jayati Kesava.
Jayasi Kesava.
Mic little down, you can. This is it. This is what. Yeah, your face is it. Yeah.
Word to word. Arjuna. Arjuna. Uvacha said. Jayasi. Speaking very highly. Chet. Although. Karmanaha. Than fruitive action. Te. Your. Mata. Opinion. Buddhihi. Intelligence. Janardana. O Krishna. Tat. Therefore. Kim. Why. Karmani. Inaction. Ghore. Ghastly. Mam. Me. Niyojyasi. Engaging me. Keshava. O Krishna. Translation. Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you urge me to engage in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work? Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, has very elaborately described the constitution of the soul in the previous chapter, with a view to deliver his intimate friend Arjuna from the ocean of material grief. And the path of realization has been recommended, Buddhi Yoga or Krishna consciousness. Sometimes Krishna consciousness is misunderstood to be inertia. And one with such a misunderstanding often withdraws to a secluded place to become fully Krishna conscious by chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. but without being trained in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, it is not advisable to chant the holy name of Krishna in a secluded place where one may acquire only cheap adoration from the innocent public. Therefore, Arjuna also thought of Krishna consciousness or Buddhi Yoga or intelligence in spiritual advancement of knowledge as something like retirement from active life and practice of penance and austerity at a secluded place. In other words, he wanted to skillfully avoid the fighting by using Krishna consciousness as an excuse. But as a sincere student, he placed the matter before his master and questioned Krishna as to his best course of action. In answer, Lord Krishna elaborately explained Karma Yoga or work in Krishna consciousness in this third chapter. Om Tat Sat. So this is a complete conversation, a complete thread that is going on. Fruitive, fruitive action means any action that you're doing to get some fruit, result. In this work, in this sense, fruit means result. If I don't get anything, why will I work? We all understand only fruit right now means money. So no money, no work. That's the only language we know, right? So that's fruit for us. So if it's not fruitful, I'll not work.
Yeah,
This
why
is
is it
material.
said karmani is like the what word meaning?
In action or inaction?
Inaction,
Inaction, not action.
action, no action.
Yani ki not.
No.
Why is it said like that? Karmani is like
Yeah, karma
inaction.
means no, inaction, no karma.
No.
I is thinking I don't have to do any work. If I become spiritual, if I become a yogi, general, because that's what happened in second chapter. Krishna talked about so many types of techniques, how to become perfect. And one of the things that he mentioned also was you go to a secluded place and practice yoga. First of all, um, I know I should not be covering the second chapter summary, but then it is relevant. The whole point is Arjuna placed a very valid question. Why should I fight in the first place? It's very horrible. I mean, I have to kill all my friends, relatives, grandfathers, everybody. Imagine in any situation in our life, if we have a conflict, we all have conflicts. Without any reason, you get fight. It is called age of quarrel. We are living in an age of quarrel. That is the nature of Kali Yuga. That's the atmosphere we are living in. You don't need a reason. You just need two people in this world to fight. That's all. Only if two people, population is two people, you will fight. You can.
Okay, wait. You take the mic and give her so that it will be recorded in the front. The other way.
I think I can answer Arjuna's question. So first of all, like Arjuna should fight because they started it. Arjuna's relatives started the fight first, and they want to fight because they want kingdom and power and money, and that's like one reason, but that's not really like a good reason. So basically, Arjuna should fight because if he doesn't fight and like he just surrenders, then no good thing will happen in the world. All bad things, like the earth would probably get corrupted with money, like how it is now.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he should like he shouldn't just give up on his whole kingdom. Yeah. So without him, like if he wasn't there, then like the full world would be corrupt in money and
Mhm.
fame and power, and that would start many other wars, saying who should get like the full world's power. And so if Arjuna fights for that cause and he like defeats them, then he will be able to like destroy that whole future, bad future of corrupted money and like almost every
The bad
bad
people.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, bad
So
people will
destroying,
flourish.
destroying bad, destroying like his brothers, which is like bad, evil, destroying his evil brothers and his brothers will like help him, will help the world. It may like sadden him, but like it'll help the world.
Mhm. Okay, that is one of the reasons which Krishna gave the argument. But when Arjuna was lamenting, you know what was the first thing he addressed? I think you remember. That's your name, Aryan. Arya, right?
Anarya.
Anarya Justum. Anarya. Why are you talking like a Anarya? Why are you talking like a Anarya? Means Arya means one who is advanced in one topic of life, who knows the difference between matter and spirit. He knows I am not this matter, I am spirit. One who does not know this topic is an anarya, means is uneducated person. Why are you talking like an uneducated person and lamenting like one? That is the starting. He condemns Arjuna's arguments. Okay. So immediately then Krishna tells him, yes, all the problems or miseries, just like all of us are in right now, it is arising from this one topic only. Why are we thinking we are miserable? We are in anxiety or so many problems. You can list all the problems. So Krishna is summing up all the problems and is telling it's all the cause of all the problems is only one thing. What is that? You are thinking you are this matter. You have this body, which is made of matter, whereas you are not this body. First of all, that is a fundamental difference. We are thinking in terms of myself as this body. So I will be happy only if I make this body comfortable and give all the pleasures to the body. That is our mindset. So Krishna is immediately transforming the perspective. He's changing the perspective and he's telling, wait, you are not this body. So why are you thinking everything which is connected to the body will collapse or die or whatever? And then you are crying, lamenting. It doesn't make sense.
Suchi has a question.
Yeah.
But isn't Krishna the cause of all causes? So is he making us think that?
Is he making us think what?
That we're making us forget
That we are this body?
that we're the body.
Yeah. He has put us in illusion. Yeah. We chose this. So Krishna provided it. That's all. Just like you want to, some kid wants to be out of the father's house, father has to give him the permission to go also. But if the father is very rich, then even if he lets him go out of the house without his knowledge, he will also provide all the facilities. He'll make sure he'll get a house. He'll make sure he'll get the food. He makes sure he's paying for the food, is a rich father. He knows how to do all that. So, but the son who went out like an orphan is thinking, no, I made it myself. I'm independent. He's thinking like that. All of us are thinking like that. You might be an atheist. You might declare you are an atheist. But truth is, even if you think you are an atheist, everything is supplied to that person. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Good to see
Good to
you.
see you. Come, please come. Yeah.
You can sit on the steps if you want. Be comfortable.
So, yeah, it is like we are all in a virtual world. We all are characters in the virtual world right now. So inside the virtual world, no matter how much you change the situation, like from one screen to another screen, you jump. Oh, I don't like this screen. I'll go to another screen. So you're not going to be satisfied still because you are not part of this virtual setting to begin with. So Krishna is telling you don't belong there. It's a very revolutionary concept to think. So it's not that devotees are uh, not sensitive. When somebody says, oh, I have this problem or I have that problem, the devotees say, oh, just chant Hare Krishna. So it might sound like sometimes, oh, these people are so insensitive. Why they can't understand? So much trouble I'm going through. They're not listening to what I'm going through. They're telling me chant Hare Krishna. What is the connection? What I'm going through some problem right now. You're saying chant Hare Krishna. What is the connection? We cannot see the connection. This is how, why we cannot see the connection is because the holy name itself is spiritual and it cannot be grasped by material senses. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhaved Grahyam Indriyer. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi. Nama, that is Krishna's Nama, Adi means etc. Anything connected to Krishna, Nabhaved Grahyam Indriyer. You cannot grasp Krishna or Krishna's name with the material senses. Then what are we saying?
Yeah, then what are we
What
saying?
are we saying? Yeah. So why are you telling us to chant?
Yeah,
Why are you telling us to chant?
yeah.
It doesn't make sense, right? But Krishna says, no, this is the medicine. Moment you do take this medicine, the senses become Rishikena Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. Just by engaging these blunt senses in the service of the Supreme Lord, who is the master of the senses, then these blunt senses become purified without your knowledge. Then you can perceive Krishna. Then you will start to touch Krishna. Until such point of time, you will have to continue this process of reforming yourself. So there's a beautiful prayer by Kulashekar Alvar, is one of the Alvars in Srirangam. He has a beautiful prayer. I told this story once, I think. He was such a great personality, he could visit Indra. Just like an invitation, you go to some rich friend in the neighborhood, he'll say, throw a party, you can go. Like that, when Indra throws a party, he can go. So great he was. So he goes to Indra, one such parties, and then there was an incident where he had to fight with the demons. So Kulashekar Alvar also was part of that fight. So Indra was very happy. Says, I'm so pleased with you. I'll give you whatever you want. Just ask. I can give you my seat. Generally, Indra doesn't give. He says, I'll give you my seat also. Then he says, just tell me how long I have to live. Based on that, I'll ask the question, what I want. Then he says, oh my God, you have only one muhurta, 45 minutes left. You have just 45 minutes left. He says, okay, you know what? That's enough. Take me back to my temple. So immediately, like that, he's transported back to the temple. Then he makes these prayers, Mukundamal Stotra, and he recites this beautiful verses. Then there he chants this sloka. Sri Vallabheti Varadeti Daya Pareti. You can repeat. Sri Vallabheti Varadeti Daya Pareti. Varadeti Daya Pareti. Bhakta Priyeti. Bhuvaluntana Govideti Bhakta Priyeti Bhuvaluntana Govideti Bhakta Priyeti Bhuvaluntana Govideti Bhakta Priyeti Bhuvaluntana Govideti Jane, sorry, because I was breaking the sloka. Nateti, Nagashayaneti, Jagannivaseti, Nateti, Nagashayaneti, Jagannivaseti, Alapinam, Pratidinam, Kurumam Mukunda. So he's saying, my dear Lord, I just want to recite your names every single day. Alapinam Pratidinam. Kurumam, me, I want to recite your names. Mukunda, Mukunda, Vallabha, all these names of Krishna, I want to recite continuously because I have only 45 minutes left anyway. But of course, he's completely purified. The whole point is all the devotees, the goal is unless you are purified in your senses, you cannot relish this, the names of Krishna. And the whole bhakti movement is to how we can become immersed in the holy name. That is the whole point. And that is the conclusion of the last second chapter. Second chapter, what Krishna tells, so many varieties of things Krishna tells, and he says, finally, you have to engage in my devotional activity, rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate, higher taste. Just like when a child is eating mud, you don't tell him, stop eating mud. He cannot. He will continue to eat. You just have to give him a candy, which is much better. Then automatically the kid will give up eating mud. This is the secret what Krishna is telling. Yeah, I know you guys don't like to chant my names. So even if you don't like it, if you engage, somehow try to get a higher taste, then that becomes a hook. Then automatically you'll give up all these so-called material fruitive activities. So here Arjuna is asking for us this question. So one time you are saying, no need to engage in these material activities. Another time you are saying, intelligence, get jnana, read scripture, get jnana, understand what is matter, what is spirit is better. And now you are saying, do work again. Why you want me to fight then? Because that is doing work again. So what you said is thinking, Arjuna is thinking, even though Krishna gave that argument, you have to kill the evil and protect the good people. Even though that is one duty of a king, right? Seemingly, but that's not what the intention is. Because when you engage in a higher activity, you become absorbed in your real self that you are Atma. So activity of the Atma, you should know how to do. That is what Krishna is directing. Even though there is karma yoga, means encouraging everybody, all of us to do duty. But what is the duty meant for? That Krishna is going to reveal slowly. Initially, we won't understand. Initially, because we are this body, we are thinking we need to satisfy our senses. We are thinking like that only. So Krishna, we are thinking, oh, Krishna is telling, do our duty nicely so that we can enjoy. That's not what Krishna's idea is. Krishna is telling you do this, okay, you will enjoy material, no problem. You feel that you are enjoying, no problem. But while you are doing this activity and engaging in Krishna's service, one day the bulb will click. This is not what I want to enjoy my material senses. I am somebody different and I can enjoy something higher. That higher taste is what we are expected to relish.
But his point, right? But actually what I understand is that, so let's say Krishna wins the battle, right? So Krishna will become a king. He will start enjoying, right?
Arjuna.
Sorry, Arjuna
Arjuna.
will. And but other option that Krishna is telling that you can just take leave everything, right? So Arjuna is getting confused. Arjuna is saying that okay, whether I should become a king and enjoy everything, or whether I should
Hmm.
fruitive activities that Arjuna will win and become a king. That's the fruitive activity.
Hmm.
So he is then asking Krishna. Fruitive means when you get some fruit, Krishna will win, or Arjuna will win, and then you get a fruit.
So then Krishna will explain
That's what you are.
that fruit, when you're getting, even if you win, that fruit doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
That is a knowledge that Krishna is going to give to Arjuna.
You are saying the same thing, right? It's that you fight and then, but you are also saying that Arjuna should fight so that to correct everything or to get the fruit.
Now, just like for example, you're a student. What is expected of you? Study well, go to good colleges, get some good degrees. But all that is correct. All that you should do, all that you should get. But after you get, if you want to be a devotee, don't think that belongs to you. That is the point.
Also, if
I did it.
No, 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 no. You think you did it, no problem. Fruit doesn't belong to you. That intelligence is not yours. It is given by Krishna. And it is meant to be used in Krishna's service. And how do you do that? That is the science of art of living. If you know that, then there is no karma. How to use your fruits for Krishna's service, then there is no karma. Otherwise, you are caught up in the cycle of karmic reaction.
Just like Krishna. Doesn't
okay, let's hear
Yeah.
about responsibility.
Yeah.
Simple. All you need to do is be Krishna conscious.
Yes,
It is simple.
actually, it is that simple.
It is.
It is that simple,
Yeah.
really speaking.
Okay. They don't want
They
to.
don't want to.
Yeah,
be.
he's right.
Exactly,
They
that's
don't
right.
want to be. If you want to be, you will get Krishna.
They can-
When they don't want, no, some or the other reason they will give, and they will say, no, it is not for me.
So Prabhupada disciples once asked Prabhupada, so how long does it take to become a devotee of God?
You remember the answer? Nivi?
Prabhupada said, 1 second, 1 second. It's your decision to be, that's all.
Yeah.
Can you make the decision? But none of us want to make the decision. We all want to be the master.
But it's not that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the thing is,
It's not that you said and you
so
will become.
conditioned. So the thing is, we make a decision today. We say, I want to be a devotee. Tomorrow,
No.
so that is like every day we have to make this
That's why
decision.
Maya
Every minute we have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
we should feel grateful to Maya.
Yes.
Maya, we should not
She's no.
fear it or we should not resent it after I think you rather have more awe
Yes.
Maya,
Yeah.
Yes.
that you led
She's-
the way. You
Exactly.
told me.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
kept it shut.
Yes.
Yes. Still in that sense.
Yeah.
So I feel always that it's Krishna, Maya is Krishna's energy, but we start treating it as more negative, like
She's
the
not-
darker side of it. But it is not.
No.
If she gives you the way,
Yeah.
you will see the brightness.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So Prabhupada gives the example of a jail superintendent. So the goal of the jail superintendent is not to make you stay eternally, just to test if you are really reformed, then they want you to go out. But before you go out, she's testing. Are you really changed?
If
That's
you're
all.
eligible,
No, if
Then you will go out.
not only are you changed, if you really want this,
yeah.
because you might think you want it tomorrow, if you don't want it, Krishna doesn't want to jabardasti make you do service for him.
Yeah, if you're eligible
He-
for
Only.
the criteria, then
Yeah.
he will show you the way. He
Yeah.
will let you go.
I also feel that the whole Bhagavad Gita now while thinking, so Krishna would have told, like he said, the first first reason is that you should fight because what Krish told. But Krishna wants to come to that point that he's saying, fight because I am ordering you to fight.
Yes.
That is the point.
You're doing for Krishna.
For Krishna,
Because it is
because Krishna
Krishna's.
wants.
Till now, Arjuna was thinking Krishna is helping Arjuna's agenda. Later, it is Krishna's agenda, Arjuna is participating. Then he will fight.
So
You saw the difference?
yeah, I have a question. So, what happens if you like have to fight, and like if you fight, good things will happen, not to you, but to like everyone. Like, you won't get the fruit, and you don't want the fruit. You want to help everyone, so you have to fight. Like Arjuna didn't want to fight, but like, will you have karma if you fight? Because like, killing people and war is bad, and you will get karma if you're if you kill people in a war, right?
Yeah. It's just like a judge is ordering, you hang this person. When judge is saying you hang this person, what will the government do? They will reward the judge. They'll not punish the judge. Because judge is doing his job.
No, but what if Krishna doesn't tell that person, but like that person just knows the right that's the right thing. Like let's just say that person's like a devotee and he like knows that if he fights and good things will happen to like everyone around him and like the whole world, let's just say. So if
You know, one of the definitions of Rishikesha, a devotee's senses are dictated by the master of the senses. So no devotee will act without the dictation of Krishna. They do exactly.
so they just know that Krishna.
No, they will only act if Krishna dictates.
Yeah.
If he doesn't,
And can I
He will not. Yeah.
for a devotee, there's no good or bad. There's only like Krishna and without Krishna. There's
What
only
if Krishna doesn't like tell him? Then they won't do it.
Then he won't do it.
and we should not do anything haphazardly. You can do something just because it came to your mind,
You can't say Krishna told me.
Like a pure devotee. And like
Pure devotee will not want to kill anybody.
Not even an ant.
what about Arjuna? He's a pure devotee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was ordered by the Lord. The Prabhupada, somebody asked.
So you're asking if Krishna does not order, then the devotee does not do.
Ordered or not.
In this case, right now, Krishna is not coming right now. And if he orders somebody to do, only then he has to do. Personally, Krishna is not
If
coming
he
right now.
if he orders you, like you
Somebody,
won't get any karma, right? If he orders you.
yeah, in this case, in Arjuna's case, there is no karma for him because he is doing as per the order of Krishna.
Yeah, there are so many people who want to fake it. And
Yeah.
they'll say, oh, God told me in the holy war. This is a holy war.
Yeah.
That is what is going on right now in the world.
Yeah,
It's a holy war.
yeah.
All the wars are happening. It's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
There is no good purpose.
So as you said, people think that Krishna conscious people are insensitive to others' problem or misery. So yesterday I was watching
No,
something.
that is just apparent, because in fact a devotee's definition of a devotee means paradukka dukhi. A devotee means one who cannot take somebody else's suffering. In fact, he takes others' suffering as his own suffering. So he knows what is suffering. A devotee means he knows what is suffering. Not because I don't have $10,000 in my bank account, I'm suffering so much, you can't understand how much suffering I have. You just cannot understand. I'm going through so much depression. That's not suffering. So devotee knows what is suffering.
Also,
yes.
when you chant, like we said, somebody is having so much problem or so many things. What devotees will say? You just chant Hare Krishna. What will happen with that chanting? That is the most important thing.
No, but then my question specifically was I was watching something around freedom fighting yesterday. So so it felt like how much passion those people had to get India free, right?
Right.
They were rebellious, like they were not scared of being. It was
Yeah,
not about
yeah,
being scared.
yeah.
They were scared mercilessly. Like
Yes,
it was not
correct.
killing is okay, okay,
Yeah,
not shooting.
yeah.
But to beat and tortured.
Yeah.
That is, and they were doing it passionately.
Yes.
But if they would not have done, we would be still slaves, right? So how
Yes,
we are Krishna conscious person, how would they react to this? Like, would they tell them that,
In
don't
fact,
worry,
the very first meeting of Prabhupada with his guru was this question. Prabhupada was a Gandhian. He was working for Gandhi movement. So then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was giving a class like this, and Prabhupada raised his hand and he said, his guru's name was also Prabhupada. But the whole world is working for freedom fighting, and you are telling everybody to become devotees of Krishna. How is that going to help? Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, yeah, once these people go away, another chore will come and sit and do Raj on you. So that is not going to change. And you are still a slave of your own senses. That is not going to change. In fact, today you're so passionately fighting against another country. Do you know at the time of death, if you are born again in that other country as Pakistani, then what happened to all your passion and fight?
Have to say, Jai Pakistan. Yeah,
So,
English.
it is hard. Yeah, this subject matter itself is hard. In fact, Subhash Chandra Bose came to his Gaudiya Math. He met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Then Prabhupada's guru, Prabhupada, he said, oh, our boys are weak and they cannot even, would not fit for even fighting or anything. They're not used. He wanted to draft them basically for the war. Then like that he avoided, and he made Subhash Chandra Bose read Bhagavad Gita, and he preached to him for 1 hour. He understood. Then Subhash Chandra Bose in the end, he says, I understand the conclusion of what you're saying, but I have taken a mission to fight against the British. Maybe next life I will take up Krishna consciousness. That's what he said, and he parted.
but I realized that the child burn, you say, or what do you say, the qualities, right? So
Varna.
the people are passionate and they need a passion.
Yeah,
So they will relate to those causes more, the social justice,
yes.
freedom and whatnot. But maybe some people are beyond that. They're saying, oh, as you said, right, if not this birth, next birth again I'll have a problem. So I first let me get out of this. So maybe they are also justified in their own way.
Yes.
They have a mission, but the other people who are more educated, they are also having a different mission. So maybe what are the spirit? Like
No,
how
we
do
are
we
justified because of your knowledge. How much ever knowledge you have, that much only you'll
that's
pursue. You'll pursue.
Cannot say, right? If someone is a doctor and someone is a lawyer, both are justified, right?
Correct.
You cannot say, lawyer cannot say that doctor is bad, and doctor cannot say lawyer is bad. This is that kind of point about you that
No, but freedom fighters were doctors are also.
For the cause, we are talking about the cause, but the cause is here, unless somebody has the highest philosophical understanding, he cannot work for that cause.
Yeah, I think this.
So it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. You graduate from one point to another point in your education.
in fact, if you read the sannyasi movement, the initial movement was led by sannyasis only.
No, unless you say that.
You should check the sannyasi movement.
No, but this
I mean,
one.
it's emanated from Bengal itself. So, because you know, there's no point. I'm reading Gita, but I don't want to give my life. I think this is like a dichotomy there.
Yeah, so many of us,
Yeah.
see, even
I
now,
don't
just
like-
like, exactly, even I'm reading Bhagavad Gita, but I want my comforts first.
Yeah.
I want all my comforts. I want my house secure, my job secure, everything secure. After everything is secure, now you tell me, okay, little bit Krishna, I will chant. Don't tell me more than this. That's one stage. That's good. But that's not full. So this is still mixed bhakti. It's called Mishrita Bhakti. Karma Mishrita Bhakti. So bhakti should be free from all Mishrita. It should be uncontaminated. So at that time, you will perceive the name of chanting of Krishna's name, Tanmayatvam. A Tanmayatvam, you will merge into that Brahman.
No, but let's say I'm chanting Harina,
Okay.
Krishna chanting.
Correct.
And some anyaya is happening in front of me.
Okay.
So I will take the order from Krishna as per the Gita, and I'll do whatever to stop that anyaya, right? As Krishna is telling Arjuna to do.
No.
No.
No, you first Krishna is saying you go and approach. This subject matter is so complicated. Go and approach a guru. He will guide you or what you should do. You
Yeah.
cannot.
Okay, let's say Guru himself and the disciples are there and they are approaching Guru, right? That because that time Bengal was so many problems happening, right? And so the situation was like that. They had to do something to protect the dharma, right? And Guru said, yeah, in fact, the Vande Mataram song, right? It is a bhakti song actually. If you see how their Vande Mataram and it's a Bhakti is a long, we recite very famous like that. Lyrics by Bhakti Chandra Chattopadhyay. So that's what I'm saying. If Guru on the Guru's permission that okay, Anyaya is happening, now follow the Krishna's order. What's wrong in that?
Yeah, if that guru is enlightened, he is coming in the parampara. There are all the qualifications of the guru, who is not, who never gives you a understanding or conclusion which is deviant from previous acharyas. What Ramanujacharya, what Madhvacharya, all these great acharyas, what conclusion they gave, your guru should not give something different.
That's very subjective.
It's not subjective. That is called parampara.
Maharishi Aurobindo. Aurobindo, you know Aurobindo, right?
We are deviating from the topic. My point is when Prabhupada was, when devotees were there and they were seeing that, some devotees wanted to, so when Prabhupada was there was some devotees, they wanted to stand in, election and all those things. And they were going in suit and everything. And at first Prabhupada said, okay. But then later on, Prabhupada saw that it wasn't required. And he told them to stop doing that. Just be devotees and you do what you are supposed to do. Devotional service. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. They at first Prabhupada also gave that instruction that you can fight, stand in election or something.
So that you can reform the country.
You can reform. But then he saw that it was not possible. Then he withdrew that information with instructions that he had given, and he told him, you just chant and you purify yourself and share this knowledge with others. That's all.
Yeah,
So as long as now this person, if some guru is telling them to fight, that particular situation is there, like example is there. of Guru Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak made this whole thing of fighting with the Muslims because that was at that time it was needed. And from the all the scriptures, the Guru Granth Sahib is actually the scriptures only. Our Hindu scriptures only. It is condensed and it is written in that language. So, that is from here only. So in that case, it's okay. But in our parampara, in our line, uh, I don't think that we would want to do that. Right?
Yeah, we don't have such instructions from Prabhupada.
Proper.
Small situation is just like Bangladesh is horrible. A lot
Yeah.
of news every time keeps coming every
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So because they will go and kill people, like desecrate the movies and all that.
It's horrible, yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bangladesh. Because I follow those Twitter, that's why I see that. Now,
Bangladesh was like Hindus only.
come on.
No, Muslims.
That is the point, right? Bangladesh was our brothers and sisters. Now they, for hook or by crook, they made us to leave Hinduism, right? Now they don't have any iota of knowledge what is Krishna. They don't have listened to you.
Yes.
Pakistan was all Hindus only.
Correct.
But they are our brothers and sisters, and they completely, what do you call it? Should we call brainwash? They are human beings, right? But they don't want to listen to us. How will we deal with this? And this is
So the only way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says is, first you become perfect.
Yeah.
You learn the subject. Moment you learn the subject, then you can preach to others. If you don't know, you cannot preach to others. So that is the first instruction Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave.
So anyway, you have to make people understand that they are not the body, they are spirit soul. That is the basic fundamental thing that we have to teach. If we have not understood that, and that we can understand if we chant Hare Krishna.
See, just like we all know one common thing, we are soul, we are not the body. But if you were to explain this to yourself only, you cannot.
so. But I think one thing you can do. If you are Jack,
Take some prasad.
right? You can go there and
Okay, thank you.
teach if you want, right?
You're welcome.
That itself would be not really desirable. Right? One thing, the Chatusvarna system, Gita
Varnashrama system.
Varnashram system.
Mm.
Now, why this Varnashram system is there, as I understand, that everyone cannot be on Bhakti Yoga.
Correct.
There are some people who are meant for Karma Yoga.
Correct. Correct.
Now, most of the people are Karma Yogis rather than Bhakti Yogis.
Yes.
Right? That's why there is a very
Correct.
few number of Brahmanas,
Correct.
and most of us are Sudra.
Correct.
Because we are Karma
Correct.
We think that okay, I will do
Yes. Bad action.
now the Shudras, like I'm not in a derogatory, I'm not saying
I know.
in a derogatory way. I'm
Shudra
just saying we are the we. Whoever I am. I accept that.
Mm.
Now, if somebody says that, no, you don't have to be Karma Yogi, you have to be Bhakti Yogi. I'm Shudra. But somebody is like, you become Brahmana, then only you have the.
No, not like that. No, not like that. The recommendation is not that. No matter what you are,
Right.
even if you are a Shudra or a Chandala or even a horrible sinner also, even for such a person, the glories of the holy name is so great, just by touching the holy names, you will become as great as or greater than a Brahmana. That is the potency of this mantra. What is Valmiki? He's Ratnakar.
Right.
He was a killer. And what great personality he became? Why? Only because he chanted Rama, 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 Rama. That's all. That is a power. So nobody is telling you have to become a Brahmana. No. When you touch the name of Krishna, you will become pure. He is Achyuta.
Yes.
Achyuta is as powerful as a fire. The holy name is so powerful. You will become pure. That's all it is.
Yeah, but the karma part, so most of the people that you see earlier.
See, right now, most of the people don't understand anything. They don't know anything.
Yes. Like if I'm a Shudra, I'm designing like that, I will not understand. I can take the name of
See,
the Lord.
for the namesake, forget about the name Sudra for a second.
Yeah.
So leave it.
Yeah.
Right now, what is happening to the whole world? We all want to get one degree. Number one. Well, everybody knows that. If my parents, your parents, you, for your children, everybody knows you get a degree first.
But this is not
Why?
a phenomenon.
One second, one second. Is this true or false? Why? Why do you want a degree? No, to get a job. No degree, no job. Simple. This is called a Sudra.
Yes.
That's all. So we are by design, all of us are wanting to be, Sir, give me job, Sir, give me job. This is what a Sudra means. All the other three divisions, a Brahmana, Kshatriya or a Vaishya, they will never do work for others. They're all self-employed. All three are self-employed. They will give employment to
Yeah.
Kshatriyas.
Owns land, right?
No, but
They own the land.
like, when I'm not saying in derogatory that doing work is bad, doing
No, I'm also not saying.
we are all like that.
Correct.
For that matter, I'm also Shudra, right?
Correct.
I know I am designed like that,
Hmm.
where I will not be interested much in after such some point in the holy name, right? I'm so now my salvation. How will I will go to the guru. That they said like Ratnakar Daku. Now said, okay, don't go in, just take Raman,
Correct.
right, and do whatever you do.
No. Just chant Rama's name. That's all.
No, I mean,
Do whatever you want. That's your edition.
I think what I say like विरक्त भाव निर्लिप्त भाव से आप जो भी करो निर्लिप्त भाव मतलब you should not, even if you're killing somebody, don't get into the like what do you call, don't take maza in that,
No.
Okay.
No.
Then
No. Hare Krishna does not work if you engage in sinful activity. That's the first instruction Narada gives. You have to give up this activity. You have to give up. Then Mrugari was like Ratnakar, there was another guy, Mrugari, then he challenges Narada. He says, what nonsense advice are you giving me? Because this is my bread and butter. Unless I kill, I cannot bring food to the table. What kind of advice are you giving? Narada says, do you trust me? You sit in front of the Tulsi and chant the names of Krishna. Then tell me if you are taken care or not. Otherwise, I will provide you food. Then, to his surprise, he says, okay, I trust you. Then Mrugari means his name itself. Very cruelly he kills people and animals, everything. So he sits in front of Tulsi, he starts chanting, then the word spreads everywhere, all the village everywhere, that this cruel fellow became a devotee. So now he's turned a saint. Everybody is coming to visit him to bring some gifts. So much food he gets that he cannot use it.
now this model is not scalable, sir. That's what I'm saying.
It is not meant for that. It is not meant for scalability. Prabhupada says, what is the percentage of moon compared to stars? What is the percentage?
I have designed a model that it works from.
Why do you care for the model? What are you? Who are you to save the world? Save yourself first.
That's right. Like, let's go beyond this decency here. A lot of people you must have seen that they say that, okay, I eat meat, but not on Tuesday, not in Kartik Maas. So they are called Vampanthis. They're like
This is concoction.
no, concoction. So what they say, let's say I'm a guru and somebody comes to me and he says that, Guruji, I want something, but I cannot leave the drinking, I cannot leave the meat. So Guru wants step by step, he wants to purify him. Step by step. Okay, I don't want, because it will say he will not run away from it. Like child comes to me, ये मत करो वो मत बोले नहीं चाहिए तुम जाओ, उसको बोलते हैं बेटा ऐसा करो, एक दिन तुम जो है ना तुम वो मीट मत खाओ. He leaves for 1 day, then for 2 days. That's slowly. That's the process. That's the Vampanthi's in. There are some Hinduism. There are Vampanthi's like that. So they like that. So there are certain ways for designed for different people. Not everybody is meant for the same one. Like one.
One second, I'll come back to that.
To everything, right?
So
No, anybody can chant. It's just that you don't get the desired benefit, if you can continue with the sinful activities. It will go away. It will go away. You should chant. Anybody should chant. You should chant, yeah. It will. But if he is innocent, he doesn't know, then it's okay. But after knowing all the instructions, he should not be continuing the sinful activity.
Prabhupada gives an example.
Yeah.
So when you want to like make a fire, just pouring water on it, it doesn't make sense, right? The fire will go. But if you continuously like keep on like making the fire, it will like be very good.
So that desire goes away, but then you should be very determined in your chanting because when you mix up, right? Like at the party, I can't chant. So then some of the other excuse, I'm having a coaching that day, and so you forget about chanting.
So that's more sinful when you say that okay, I will drink and then I will chant to overcome that.
That is sinful.
Before then,
Not chanting.
Yes. Yes. On the strength of the holy name, you are committing sin, because when I chant Hare Krishna, all the sin will go away. Oh, I found a formula, so let me continue sinning and I can chant. I will compensate. That is more sinful.
That chanting is wrong.
Yes. No.
Can you repeat your question?
He's saying that one day you don't eat and you understand that never one day you eat, but I'll tell you what all will happen to you. Now you think.
So for people who are in Tamoguna or other gunas, Vedas are actually recommending, somebody says, I want to eat meat. So Vedas are saying, okay, if you want to eat meat, fine. Bring one pet, one goat or something you bring. You have to raise it as a pet. And you groom it nicely on a perfect Amavasya, not any Amavasya, particular Amavasya, you are allowed to give the bath to the goat very nicely, do some sacrifice, some yajna, and then at the end of all the ritual that you are expected to do, then you chant certain mantras in the ear of the goat. And then finally you end with the mantra and say it's a contract. Maham Saha means you, now I allow, I'm killing you and I allow you to kill me back. And you chant in the name of, in the ear of the goat, that contract. That is a recommendation of the Vedas. If because you want to eat meat, that is the recommendation given. If you follow all these things, then you cut the animal, then you eat it. But what are you telling? You are giving permission to kill me. So will you do it or will you not do it? Exactly. Whatever recommendation is given to do is actually, in reality, a restriction, not an allowance.
God have to be die someday, right? So it's okay to say that as well. What's the problem? You can say that in English, it's not a problem, right? Because anyway, it's not intelligent, right?
That's not intelligent. That's the whole point.
Somebody can very well permission. See, I killed the goat first, and then I gave the permission to goat. Goat will kill me. Goat himself got killed. What he will kill me?
Yeah, think like that.
Yeah,
That's a Muda. That's more, yeah,
Something
That
we are.
when people in the olden days
yeah.
were very much believing, and they, like, even if like I told Sudra, like Sudra, not the sense of like Janma and all that. A lot of people are think like that, they